An exciting brief just landed on your desk. You're about to be faced with the most difficult part of any project. Luckily, I have a system to help you push past creative blocks so you're free to create. Hello, I'm Olamide Roland, aka Rog the Goat. I'm a nerd motion designer and wannabe art director based in Lagos, Nigeria. Creative blocks are something we go through as artists. It is part of our psychology as humans. It's like our brain creates these resistant walls to keep us from achieving things that we're passionate about. It can really affect our ability to create and our ability to come up with good ideas. In this video, I'm going to show you a way to start your project that could help you avoid and address these problems. In this video, you learn about cognitive bias and how to start a project with a clear mind, how to battle creative block with my killer creative process, and you would learn how to consistently come up with great ideas. Before we begin, make sure to download the project files in the link below so you can follow along. Cognitive bias is a flaw in our reasoning that leads us to misinterpret information from the world around us and come to an inaccurate conclusion. There are many biases that affect our creativity, but the main one for me is confirmation bias. It's what happens when you spend hours watching other motion design projects before starting your own. You end up with an obscure idea of what your project should be, and then everything you do is just to confirm your preconceived notion of what your project should look like. A lot of times when we have creative block, it's because we have a weird cloud hanging over our heads, trying to decide how our project should go. This is why it's important to start the project with a clear mind. According to Chris Do's book, Pocket Full of Dough, start empty. Start without any biases. Start without watching all the motion design inspiration pages. Instead, start by clarifying all you want to achieve in that project. Other times when we have creative blocks, it's caused by the lack of a good creative process. We start our project without a clear understanding of what we want to achieve and the steps to achieve that goal for the project. A creative process is a journey from brief to solution. Imagine you're traveling. Let's say you're going to a new state in your country. Your creative process is how you get from where you are right now to that state you're trying to go to. So how are you getting to that state that you're going to? Are you taking a flight? Or is it a road trip? Are you taking a bus? Are you going by train? So your creative process is kind of like the mode of transportation to the final project. That being said, you have to note that some modes of transportations are more efficient than others. So let's go through my creative process together. The first thing in the journey is, where are you going? Start by defining where you're going. Start by clarifying what the goals of the project are. In a piece of paper, or for me on Miller Notes, write down all the things you want to achieve in this project, kind of like writing your own brief. The goal is to have a clear understanding of what the goals of the project are. The goal of the first step is clarity. In this part, you want to try to understand everything you can about the project as much as possible without having any preconceived notion of where this project is supposed to go. So basically, try to throw every single thing you know about making good motion design in the trash before starting your project. Also throw every critical part of you in the trash. It's really not needed right now. Start empty. After writing down what I want to achieve for the project, what I do next is create a mind map. The mind map opens up my mind to new possibilities in this project, and it gives me a very good understanding of the brief. I also do what I like to call a visual map. This is going to sound crazy, but I invented it. What it basically is, a visual version of the mind map. Instead of seeing just words, we see images connected to each other because our brains work and learn better with images. After clarifying your goals and diving deep into the brief with mind maps and visual mind maps, you're going to get little hints or even full ideas for the project. The next step is to sit down and just write all those ideas down. What you're doing is kind of like brainstorming with yourself. You can do it with other people. It will surely make it easier. The goal is to write down all your ideas and maybe filter through the right one. You have to be careful to make sure that all those ideas you come up with align with the brief. In this part, it is really important to stay curious. Don't be attached to any idea. Keep an open mind throughout the entire creative process. The final step utilizes visuals more. It is proven that humans learn better with visuals, so we create a mood board. A mood board is a collage of images that can be used to inspire the look or story of a project. The goal of creating a mood board is to help us understand our idea better and more clearly, so we get a better understanding of the project. What you're doing is basically scavenging for images or anything that sort of helps express what your ideas are and making them into a collage. You can do this easily in Melanote. I know this may seem all too familiar. There's a good chance many of you have done this before on some of your projects. The key thing is to do them every time. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out. Following a system to start a project creates a stable foundation. So go on, create, use my system, own it, and create your own system from it. What matters is if it works for you. If you want to learn more, check out the article in the description. For more School of Motion videos, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified. And if you want more of me, you can check out my channel, Roach the Goat. Thank you for watching. Peace.